guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be filming a couples Q&A. Caleb and I just get asked a lot of questions all the time about our relationship, babies, home stuff, just stuff like that. So I thought that it would be the perfect opportunity to do a little Q&A for you guys. I have some questions written down that I've gotten asked in the past, and I have some on my phone. I did a poll on Instagram where you guys can ask me questions, so I'm going to go back on those just a little bit because I know that some of you that follow me on here don't follow me on my Instagram. What is something you are going through being a mother that you did not expect? I would probably say I've had a lot of mom guilt. I've talked about to you. Mom guilt has been something that I struggle with on a daily basis, and I don't know why, but if I, like, River's sleeping right now, and it's just like, I don't know, if I'm not with him at all times or giving my full attention to him, I just feel bad about it. Even like being on my phone when I'm with him, I feel bad about it. If Caleb and I are out and about and I don't know, like I feel like all the time I have to be holding River or playing with him or like constant, like, I don't know, I have really bad mom guilt. Or when I'm at work, I have really bad mom guilt. Even though I only work 2 days a week, those 2 days are so hard for me. So
yeah, you got your hair done this past week, and
I
you were
know.
Texting me, calling me every
and it was
10
the first
minutes.
time that I've gotten my hair done in like 6 months.
Relax.
So I know.
Go do
I
you.
know.
Like, I got 'em.
I know. It's just so hard for me. So mom guilt for sure. Someone else asked, what are you planning for the theme for River's first birthday party?
We have been going back and forth on that.
Yeah, we have been. What do you kind of want to do?
So I think we both agreed wild one.
Yeah, we think the wild one theme is so
yeah,
cute.
like kind of like a jungle theme, you know, with my last name being Lyons, and he is what we have a giraffes, and then, you know, we kind of follow the theme through
and
that.
he loves like Tarzan and
Lion King.
He loves the Lion King and his lion. He has like a little lion stuffed animal. So I think that
I think that's what we're leaning more towards of that, because I think it just suits
I think
him
that's
and our
super
style
cute.
too. Yeah.
Why are you a perfect little bunny? Okay.
If you're watching that, you know who exactly that is.
Someone asked, are you working anywhere besides social media? Yes, so I have my cosmetology license and I work in a salon 2 days a week. It's not my forever. It's not something, like, I just don't want to do hair forever. This is definitely something that I'm passionate about, and hopefully by the end of the year this will be like my full-time job. So I love doing hair. It's fine for right now, but it's definitely not something that I'm gonna want to do for the rest of my life. So next question, is it hard being a young parent? First of all, I want to say something about the young parent part because I'm going to kind of go on a little bit of a rant, but I've told you this before. I get a ton of questions, just not even this question, but people are like, is it so hard having a child so young?
You don't look old enough to be a parent.
You don't look old enough to be a mom. You don't look old enough to be a dad. And I just want to say, like, I appreciate that question. That's a great question. But just because we're young doesn't mean that we didn't plan for River, that we didn't want River. Caleb and I have been together for 9 years this October, so we wanted to have kids young. I think that since we've been 14, 15 years old, we have always talked about starting a family. So for us, we want to be young parents. We want to have our kids young because we want to grow with our children. We want to be active and be able to do stuff with them. That's just me talking, but I know that you kind of feel the same way.
Yeah, no, I get it all the time at work.
It's just kind of, when people say like young parent or you're a young mom, or they kind of think that it's, I don't know, that it like wasn't planned, which if it wasn't, that's fine. Right. But it's just, I just feel like there's such a big conception about being young parents, and it's totally fine.
Yeah, like I said, I get it all the time at work about it, and I want to say it annoys me. It's just like, what puts you the right to ask that question?
Right.
more so, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain.
I know, it's almost like you asking someone, like, why are you so old? Why did you wait to have kids? Like, it's kind of the same thing.
Right. But we just don't let it bother us anymore.
Yeah. Well, the question was, is it hard being a young parent? So you can go ahead and answer that.
For me, no, because we've been together for so long. I think that's what made everything so much easier, and we just know each other.
Yeah, I agree with that.
River is perfect. Like, we, you know, going into parenthood, we did not know anything we, you know, were going to expect or anything. I kind of had, like, a parenting kind of role, like, growing up. Like, I have a Down syndrome brother, and, you know, I took care of him all my life and, you know, kind of prepared me for all this. But River's just perfect.
Yeah, we got really lucky.
Just the only thing that kind of gets a little stressful is just like at some points of time where if he's like really crabby or not feeling good, it just, he's upset.
Because we're not used to him being upset.
We're not used to him being upset, but then you don't know what's wrong with him neither, or like you're trying to calm him down or find something to cheer him up.
Yeah.
That's what gets more stressful. Like last night was a little stressful because he's in the middle of teething right now, and it's been a little difficult. He's been staying up later, and and he's never wake up middle of the night, which is crazy too. And he's woken up 2 times, about 4 o'clock in the morning, both times. But he just eats and goes right back to bed, which is, you know, not complaining or anything like that. But I think that's the one difficult part about that is not when he's upset, like, not knowing what's wrong and trying to calm him down.
Yeah, that's a really good answer. What has been the biggest struggle getting married young? So, how old were we?
When we got married,
I was 20.
Yeah, and I was 23.
Were you 23?
22?
Wait, I was 19.
You're 22 right now. I can't think. It was 2 years. So it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So you would have been 20.
Okay, yeah, I was 20.
You would have been 20, then I would have been 22.
Okay, yeah. So we were 20 and 22, and
numbers just don't matter anymore at this point.
No. What has been the biggest struggle getting married?
It kind of reflects back in that beginning of like you're too young to have family, like you don't look old enough to be married.
Yeah,
I get that a lot too.
Well, I guess that the biggest struggle for us, and we're actually going to film a whole separate video about this, but I would definitely say that the biggest struggle was finances. Yeah. I think that when you're young and you're wanting to get married and you are like everything with your spouse is combined, like figuring out your finances, like where your money needs to go and everything like that was probably like the biggest struggle.
You don't know how much money actually entails, right? And wedding,
debt, like, I mean, a lot of people are in debt like that, and I won't really go into that, but we're going to film a whole another video. Caleb and I are really passionate about finances and how to save money and everything like that. We get asked a lot of questions by our family and friends, so we're just going to film a whole separate video about that. But I would probably say finances, and really, I mean, Caleb and I wanted to get married so bad, and we we did live together before we got married, so I don't know, we kind of like knew each other already, and I don't know, like nothing really changed. We wanted to get married. And
a lot of people ask, like, you know, what do you recommend? Living together first, then get married, or get married and live together? I think that you need to like live together and know how you guys interact, you know, living together, right? And know what you're going to be up towards. Which I mean, different people have different religious beliefs, and that's like we have the same religious beliefs. Like our beliefs are that you should wait to get married, or you should wait to move in together before you get married. But with my situation, Caleb and I had to move in together, so things just kind of worked out a little bit different for us, but I think that it was great, us living together. Next question. Did you wait until marriage? You didn't know that was one of the questions. No.
No, we did not.
No.
But I will say that, what did I even say? That's like an awkward, I don't know. I mean, if you want to, with you guys.
If you want to be with them and you know that it's your decision, whatever you want to do. Yeah. But if you truly like want to be with that person and be open with that person, you know, all means go for it. So, like, with me, like, I was a virgin, she was a virgin, so, like, we lost our virginity together.
But we knew that we wanted to get married, we knew that we wanted to be together, and we waited a long time. I think that we were together, like, 4 years or so.
It was, like, 3 years.
So 3 or 4 years. So, it wasn't that we did anything right away, and I don't know, we just knew that we wanted to be together and that we wanted to get married and that we loved each other, so
yeah,
that's what happened. Okay, the next question is, when are you going to be ready for baby number 2? A lot of people have asked that. Like everyone.
I think we ask each other every day about it too. So we are in the mindset of, like we were wherever, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah, and let me go from another question too. We'll answer these both together. Someone also asked me, what form of birth control do you use? And I guess those pretty much go together. So I took birth control in high school, but it was honestly solely for my periods. I've always had very bad periods. My periods are really heavy, so my mom had put me on birth control to kind of help with that. I just took the pill and it made me extremely, extremely sick, and I broke out really bad, so I probably took it for maybe 2 cycles, and that was about it. So when Caleb and I decided that we wanted to get married and we were talking more about precaution and what we wanted to do, we have always felt like God has a plan for us, whether I was on birth control or not, and if it was meant to be, it would be, and I would get pregnant either if I was on birth control or if I was not. So we decided for me not to be on birth control, and we don't use any contraceptives. And we didn't
want anything to prevent us down the road from having kids.
Right.
So that's that was a big reason of why we didn't.
Yeah, you guys can do your own research. There's a ton of side effects in that, and that just personally scared me, so I didn't want to take any of that chance. So with baby number 2, we are just, if it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. We want a big family, so we're just not preventing it. If God wants us to have a baby right now, we'll have a baby right now, or if God wants us to have a baby 5 years from now, that's when River will have a sibling.
Yeah. Perfect world, I want to be out of the apartment first, and before we consider having another baby or try to have a baby, but at the end of the day, we're not going to prevent anything. But we are
getting a house in March, this coming March. So if I got pregnant now, it wouldn't be an issue. Like, it's fine. But
no, we made it work. We were transitioning from, back here to Columbus. We were pregnant and all that stuff. So I wouldn't change any of that.
No, not at all. Okay, the next question is, did you have any trouble getting pregnant with River?
Kind of.
Yeah, so... We've never really shared this, I don't think.
No.
It's something personal.
So we got married, and that's when we decided, right
when we got married.
We want a baby right away. And I think we tried basically for a whole year. Yeah. And we got to a point where we got married in May, and it was around March, where we still weren't pregnant, taking ovulation tests, following the cycles, everything. And went to visit actually a doctor. Yeah. And it was for your checkup anyways. And she's like, well, go ahead and keep trying, when your anniversary comes up, then we'll take a further look at it. Well, anniversary came, and we were just transitioned from, where we were living to Columbus. And that's when we decided, this is a bad time right now. We're not going to worry about trying to get pregnant. And lo and behold, a month later.
But she actually, talked about me going on Clomid. And it was we were taking the next steps because we hadn't gotten pregnant yet. Yeah. And we were actively trying, and it wasn't happening. And she like gave me information about going on Clomid. So that like really scared me. I remember calling your mom and I was like really scared.
We were upset about it.
We were really upset.
We were like, is it me? Is it her? Like, I didn't think
but
this
it just
would
wasn't even
ever
that.
happen to
It's
us.
that when you, and I feel like a lot of people feel this way, but when you're ready to have a baby, like infertility is a real thing, but you never think that it's going to happen to you. And you never think, and I'm not saying that we struggled with infertility at all. I just think that it was God's timing.
Yeah.
But it still is just one of those things where you just get sick to your stomach. And I don't know, it's just kind of one of those things. So that's why, another reason why with baby number 2, we're like, if God will bless us with another child, we're ready whenever that would be, because we weren't expecting for it to take a year for us to get pregnant.
Yeah. And I think the big thing that really helped us was not being stressed about anything.
Yeah.
At the time when we were trying, like, you know...
We were thinking, like, we want to get pregnant.
Right, we want to get pregnant. You know, we were at a place we were very unhappy with, you know, finances and jobs. Like, you know, we weren't at the happiest spot we were.
No.
And then once we decided that we're going to put that, you know, trying aside.
We
and
transitioned
to a new home. We
paid off all of our debt.
Paid off all our debt and, you know, moved into a place that we were happy with. And then all of a sudden, like, our stress level was down. And all of a sudden,
that's when I got pregnant.
That's when we got pregnant.
Yeah,
exactly.
So it's so crazy. It's really crazy how that kind of stuff works out.
Yeah,
but
even our doctor told us that too. You know, she's like, are you any type of stress? And we kind of sat back, thought about it, like, you know, like, I think we kind of are. And she's like, take care of it. Like, stress can play a lot of it. My mom even said that too.
She did.
My mom even called it too, and then it's kind of
so everything happens for a reason. Okay, we'll just do a couple more questions here. This question is for Caleb. What was the craziest thing or thing that happened during the birth?
Going into it, first time parent, did not know anything about that.
Yeah.
No one tells you anything. They kind of prep you everything before.
Yeah.
No one tells you after. So if you haven't saw that video before.
We're talking about the birth.
I
Go
know.
watch our other videos.
But the craziest experience with that was your epidural. But that was scary for you when it failed on you. Watching River be born.
Really?
Like, yeah. It was the craziest thing. Like, I didn't think I was going to watch it at all.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't think I was.
Why?
I don't know. You
were just like, I don't want to see my wife looking like that.
No, it was one of those things where I want to make sure you're taken care of.
Yeah.
And then at the moment, like, everyone was just like encouraging, like, you need to see this. And like, we had like an intern in there as well too, that she was
a student nurse.
And, you know, just like having to see her experience. That was her first time seeing a birth, and like, she could do it, I could do it, but don't regret it at all.
Yeah.
Like, but that was the most crazy experience ever going through, and I 100% like any guy to go, you know, watch that happen.
Yeah,
it's
pretty cool. Huh?
It is so amazing. I don't think there was anything else. Just epidural freaked me out, and then
that freaked me out too.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much it.
How did you find out that you were pregnant? This is a really, really funny story, and like I said, it's so weird how things happen, but this is TMI too, but I think we're past that point. So I actually was at work and I thought that I had a UTI. I got home, I think I got home at like 9 o'clock or something.
It was late.
Yeah, it was really late, and I told Caleb, I'm like, I cannot get out of the bathroom, like I could not stop peeing, and I said that we needed to go to urgent care because I wanted to get a prescription. And I was worried, and I remember telling you, because I like don't take medicine. I am crazy with that. I won't take cold medicine. I won't take ibuprofen. I just don't take medicine.
Yeah, no.
And I was looking online at different UTI medications, and there was like a warning on all of them, like if you're trying to get pregnant, don't take it, or if you're pregnant, don't take this. So I didn't want to take it because I didn't want, again, anything to ruin our chances of getting pregnant. So I told Caleb that I wanted to go to urgent care because I was just so uncomfortable, and I wanted to try to get a prescription. We went to the doctor, and it was so funny because they made me do a urine test. I think that they probably do that for everyone, just a precaution.
They want to take a pregnancy test.
Yeah. Yeah, so I took one.
Whatever, yes,
I was like, sure, and I didn't, that was probably what, the 100th pregnancy test that we've taken.
We literally had like boxes like
yeah,
this
like I
from
literally bought Amazon. I had ovulation test and pregnancy test, so that was probably like the 60th test that I was gonna take, and I was like, okay, sure. And Caleb said, I remember she walked out and you looked at me and you're like, what if you're pregnant? And I
was like, why don't she walks in here and said you're pregnant?
Yeah.
And she was like, no.
And I was like, no, there's no way. And I was like, how could I be pregnant this time? Like I wasn't pregnant like last month. And of course, me, I was just being a brat. And I'm like, no, don't say that. Like, I'm not pregnant. Well, she walked in and she handed me the test, and we still have the test. And she was like, you're pregnant.
Yeah, she was holding the test behind her back.
Yeah.
That's what she does. And she was smiling. And I was like, oh, she's pregnant, isn't she? And she's like, she's pregnant. Oh, I shot out of that chair.
Yeah, and I started hysterically crying. And I remember the nurse was like, wait, is this good news?
Yeah, she's like, is this good or bad? Do I need to leave?
Yeah.
I was like, no, this is good.
I think that we were both so caught off guard. And
it left field.
Yeah.
Way left field.
So I I don't know, it was like the craziest moment of my life. So Caleb and I were both crying. We were hysterical. And they gave me like all these packets about pregnancy.
Yeah,
she starts telling me.
A separate doctor comes in. She's like, congratulations.
Yeah,
like so you're 3 weeks along. We're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's so crazy. And then they gave me all this information about pregnancy, and then they gave me all this information. I had a UTI, so then she's giving me all this stuff that I can take while pregnant.
Yeah, so more of her she did.
Yeah, I did have a UTI, and she was telling me like it's totally common to get a UTI like when you first get pregnant for whatever reason, and she's like writing my prescription for the UTI, and then they're handing Caleb all these pamphlets giving us recommendations for doctors. Yeah, so the doctor just said that we needed to rest and take it easy. So
yeah, they said in 3 weeks, like this was crucial time for like the baby development and everything like that. But I don't know, it was
so crazy.
It was crazy.
I can't wait to experience that again. And now we know that we're going to do it completely different. We're going to film everything.
Yeah, everything. That's kind of one mistake that we didn't do. I wish that we would have, was film.
Yeah.
You know, this whole experience, but like, you know, you were very sick during your whole pregnancy and everything. And but you know, we're gonna be, you know, we want to do that 100% and everything like that. And
yeah, you live and you learn.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think that is all the questions that we're going to answer today. This video is probably so long.
Yeah.
Caleb and I are going to be filming a lot more videos. We'll also do another Q&A just because we often get asked the same questions over and over and over.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing this. So make sure that you guys are subscribed to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up, and we will see you in our next video. Bye, guys.
Bye.